Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's morning. It's morning. We only have like maybe here at least. Kids go back to school September 8th. I know we're like the last to go back. But not annoyed by that. But the crazy thing is that I don't know how the scheduling is going to go yet. I don't think anyone knows yet. I'm not sure. I might be the only one. It's, sometimes I might gloss through. Hey, the truth. How are you? Good morning. Um, yeah, so I decided to take over for Carla today with legitimately nothing to talk about. I'm like, all right, we'll go. I'll figure out some stuff to talk about. Um, Anybody in particular interesting? You know what? It's crazy. I'm sitting here. I always have my TV on when I do my stuff sometimes, especially if I'm doing a live for Carla or if I'm taking Carla's place, so I can get some ideas. And I just saw like this new roller coaster. Hey, Cement Shoes, good to see you. I was just watching tacos. Nika Crafts. Hey, everybody. Good to see everyone. Look at y'all. Thanks for coming in. So they were just showing this commercial for this new roller coaster that they have at Great Adventure, which isn't far from us, called the Jersey Devil. Watching it, I'm so jealous because I want to ride it so badly. I love it. So I keep an eye. Like I'm legitimately watching. They're giving a ban. Apparently now the thing to do at the barbershop, instead of getting that like steam towel that they put on your face, now they want to do mud masks for men. So that's what this guy is doing right now. He's like laying in the chair talking about mud masks for men. Oh, tacos. Yeah, sometimes that doesn't last. Sometimes, when I just wake up, yeah, I'm pretty much in a good mood. I don't think anybody else in my family's going to be. We had like horrific thunderstorms. Our phones went off last night for apparently a tornado watch, from what I was told. I don't remember. I was sound asleep. I was out, but I did feel my daughter next to me. I'm like, Alexis, hey, you in the bed? She's like, yeah, mom, you're snoring. I'm like, well, gee, I'm sorry, I'm asleep. So she keeps waking me up. I'm like, it's my room, kid. Sorry. So, yeah, it definitely upsets me that I can't do the old roller coaster stuff like they used to. Oh my God, I used to love like we go to Great Adventure Six Flags, and honest to God, they do. They have really, really good roller coasters there. Normally, they've always had good roller coasters. Um, they have Batman, which has been there since I think the early '90s. It's still there, still runs, still good. Um, who's in your picture? My thumbnail. Oh, okay. I'll explain my thumbnail for you. The reason why I put it up is because right around this time, life is a gem. Good morning, sweetie. How are you? You're in my thoughts. Love you. Okay. Okay, sweetie. We're here for you, hon. You really are. Kind of job where I can sit on my ass all day, do nothing, but still collect a paycheck. Be a politician. Be a politician. Politicians are good. Politicians, what the fuck are they doing? Not a damn thing in my eyes. So yeah, there's a job for you. Oh my God, tacos. Would you? I want to say you want to do Congress. You definitely don't want to be president. Who wants to? Who the hell wants to be president? No, no, no. Yeah, I didn't want to say anything because it was none of my business to say. But she did come in and say something. Um, Life with the Gem husband suddenly passed away a couple of days ago. Um, some of you noticed that Carla didn't go live yesterday. That was the reason. we just want to try to be there for Life is a Gem right now. She's going through a lot. Um, Hi, Mr. Positive. Good to see you. Um, yeah, I've been where I've only been on the other side of a best friend who had lost a spouse, and I watched her, and I knew there's nothing you can say. Just if you can be there for the person, that's all you can do. Really, really, it's just a matter of grief, getting through the grief, and we're thinking of you, and you are totally in our thoughts and prayers completely. Life is a gem. I'm so sorry again. I know how, I don't know. My spouse has never passed away, so I don't know what that is like. But um, I just, it, I just, anything, you have any, and if you need help with anything or ideas or whatever, or what to call, I did a lot of that with my friend. So if you need questions, or maybe you got someone who guides you, I don't know how it works. I don't. But we're here for you, no matter what. We're here for you. Yeah. And I'm just so sorry to hear that. So, okay. All right. I'm gonna do this real quick. Okay, so I'm gonna turn this towards you. All right. I don't know if you could see that guy on TV there. Okay, wait. Hold on. Let me show you all good bakery shit and stuff. Right. Right. Ready? Yeah. That guy. That guy right there. Yeah. I worked with him not once, but twice, but at different places in radio. And now he's on TV. And now he's on TV. And he's in Wildwood, which makes me mad because I want to be in Wildwood. Audra, oh, good morning. So sorry for your loss, Jem. I know it sounds generic. It's all but that's all you can say to do, and just be around to comfort someone in their time of loss. It's all you can do. And it came to my friend when that happened, and it was sudden. This was like he was in the middle of a marathon running in a marathon in January, running, and dies. It was like, what? This strong. I mean, it'd be unbelievably strong, big. He was a big dude. He was like 6'3". Um, I thought, to me, he was invincible. Good morning, Red Rum. Good morning, Audra O. I appreciate you guys coming in. Thank you. If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Um, I just, yeah, when I was talking about with grief and stuff, yeah, it's so hard. It's so hard. One thing I find like the hardest, and most of my friends are Catholics, and is I can't do viewings, man. I just freaking hate viewings. I said to my kids, you do a freaking viewing for me, I'm going to come back and haunt you. I'm like, no viewings. I didn't, for me personally, I don't, because I find seeing them, because sometimes they look like themselves, but a lot of times they don't. And it's not a settling feeling for me. It's just not. I don't know. For me, for me personally, I've always felt that way. But whatever, Life of Gemma does. I mean, that's what she does. Maybe that's exactly what she wants. Um, that's where I break down the most, is when you see them and you know that they're gone. I don't know. So I guess some people need that. Uh, I don't know, but I'm sorry, sweetie. Anything we can do, we're here. And like, seriously. Um, Guy is now still getting his mud mask. Oh, so I think we talked before, and I'm going all the way back now. We were talking about Britney Spears, and it looked like her father had gave in and let off the conservatorship. Well, no, that's not the case. If you read through the papers and the stuff, nope, nope. Britney is still not free, guys. Like, she's still under this crazy. And I said to my sister, because my sister was in, she's a lawyer. I'm like, what's up with this Britney Spears thing? And she knows literally when it comes to like anything in like pop culture life or anything, she knows nothing because literally she works and then she plays and then she plays and then she works. And her husband decided that they wanted to not have children. They didn't have children, so they get to do all this stuff. I'm like, but that was her choice. I'm like, my choice was to have children. I'm glad I have children. Um, it's a lot of work, but they're mine, and I love them dearly. And they get ready to go back to school on September 8th. Um, and my husband and I are trying to go away ourselves, and he's doing it. He's picking everything. It's never happened in our marriage, ever. And I said that to him last night. I'm like, you're taking me away this time. He's like, yeah. I'm like, normally it's like you're taking me where I'm telling you to go. This time you're actually picking it. He's like, yeah. I'm like, yay. I'm like, that's good. I'm like, because you've never done that in our whole marriage. Hi, Gemma. Good to see you, honey. How are you today? But it's the evening. No, wait. She's For one split second, I thought Gemma was in Australia, but I know she's not. She's over in England, United Kingdom. Hello, Gemma. Good to see you. Very good to see you. So back to Brittany. So yeah, she is still not freed. I do have a free Britney T-shirt, um, and I think I have a Justice for Johnny shirt coming soon. Um, it's 3 p.m. Yeah, it's almost 10 a.m. here in New Jersey. I'm telling you, I don't know about anybody else. I don't want to. I'm not trying to bring the house down. Is the Taliban taking over to like fucking freaking anybody else out as much as it's freaking me out? Like totally freaked out. It's I'd rather talk about Britney because I'm too freaked out about that. You know, it scares me. Let's go back to Britney. Go back to Britney. But yeah, that whole Taliban stuff's freaking. Yes, Johnny Depp needs to stop being blackballed by Hollywood due to the lying ass wife, which is what Amber Heard, which I'll call you. I'll call her and see she'll strike everybody who uses her name. But I'm small, so she don't give a shit about me. I don't have enough subscribers for her to care, and she probably won't see this anyway. She is a scumbag. She is an utter scumbag. Now they're trying for the third time. For the third time, they tried to get the court against Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard about defamation not to happen. It was already with their with Johnny Depp, his lawyer Heard no Heard, Amber Heard's lawyer. You must deal with my lack of thought. I'm literally drinking my first cup of coffee. So yeah, I am. I am freaked out about that. I am freaked out about that. So I'm just not going to talk about it. Um, yeah, agreed. Agreed. We're not far away from September 11th, 20 years. Like, I can't. I can't. My stomach can't. I just can't. I can't talk about it. It's there are things that are too much for me to talk about. And when this happened, and legitimately just pulling everything, including our troops, and leaving all of our military equipment there for them. Like, really? You guys didn't think about getting the military equipment out of there? Like, a long time ago? Joe? Like, when you pulled everybody, pulled the equipment first. That should have been pulled and not left for the Taliban to even get their hands on. I'm sorry. That's how I feel. Now they get to use our equipment against us, if need be. If how, I don't know. But now they got stronger things because they had small rickety trucks before. There would have been no way they would have been able to get through what they needed to get through because they needed our stuff. This is why I don't. Oh, see, this is not an area I want to go into because it scares the crap out of me. It does. Yoko, I'm normally not, but I was here for 9/11. Um, Someone accidentally on a news station that morning stated that one of the planes was coming towards Philly. It was on ABC News. And I was standing in my guy who owned the business, who was an asshole. Oh my God, I want to talk about a jerk. Sitting in his office and we're all watching. And when they said that they thought it could possibly be coming to Philadelphia, that was it. Nobody asked. Nobody asked to leave. We left. Nobody asked to leave. We're just like, go. Just go. And it was a mass exodus out of Philadelphia. They shut down all of our transportation, which so many people in Philly use public transportation, just like New York, use public transportation to get into the city and out because streets are freaking terrible in Philadelphia. But yeah, I'm sorry. I completely just lost my place in thought, and that is part of my disease. I'm so sorry. I hate when that happened. That makes me. Somebody just give me. I know I was talking about Philly going in. Yes, 9/11. Thank you. My head helped me here. I knew I'd get there. I knew I would. Um, but yeah, we ran for our lives that day. It's not a day I like to remember. I mean, I don't want to forget either at the same time. Um, I do believe, I remember how united as Americans we were. We were extremely united. Um, that's not happening. Like, I'm hoping, you know, I don't like talking politics, point period. But the Taliban is not politics. That's something that's just downright scary, especially after 9/11. And literally thinking I was running for my life at one point. For people who actually were running for their lives. Like, we were feeling, I mean, we felt like we were running. And honest to God, being across the street from the tallest building in Philly did not help. And back then, the tallest building was Liberty One. And the thought of it now, why would they attack Liberty One? That wouldn't make it. Now, when you understand what they were doing, back then we had no idea what the hell was going on. And with the Taliban taking over and knowing that they were in charge, that these were the people who did this to us. And I agreed, we should have been still in Afghanistan, but our equipment should have been out. Yeah, I just don't like the fact that they can use our own equipment against us, Yoko. So yeah. So this whole Taliban thing does freak the crap out of me. So with that being said, we're going to move on to fun and better things. Well, not fun, but the whole Johnny Depp. Yeah. So yeah, she's tried 3 times, as I said, to try to get this thrown out. Um, I love you too, Gemma. Thank you. And guys, don't get mad that I don't read out because Carly can do it way better than I can. I have ADHD. I can't keep up. Another report said 148. Either way, not good. Audra, 4 billion. Either way, not good in the least. No, it's just scary. I just don't want to. I can't. So I'm just not. Um, but yeah, it's like summer is coming to an end now. Totally, you could feel it in the air. Uh, Labor Day hasn't come. Not quite yet. I just realized I always put on my little candles every morning. Like I have them on all day. I love them. Um, that's actually thanks to uh, Marissa, who gave me these lanterns that I have. I love them. They're so pretty. They make the fireplace look really pretty. So thank you, Marissa. Um, I understand, Carla. I'm not feeling my best either, but um, just getting through it. Today's Thursday. I go to see my gastroparesis doctor on Monday. I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous because I definitely know I didn't go up in weight. So I know I went down. Definitely just by clothes, I can tell. I don't weigh myself. I hate it because I'm not. Once again, even when it's going one way or the other, I'm like, I don't want to know. Um, but I kind of know what I am now, sort of, kind of, I think. And he's not going to be happy. Um, I don't know if he's just going to try turning up my stimulator and then sending me home the same way. And then I got to once again go back down to see him and then take another lift because I don't drive down there anymore. My sister, who lives in Portland, Oregon, was like, "You will not be driving down there ever, and I am going to make sure of it." So she set up this whole Lyft app for me and with everything, and I'm like, I appreciate it. Like, she feels bad. Like my one sister, like at one point I'm sitting here, I'm like, oh, it looks like the lantern's right above my head. I'm like it's wearing on my head. I hate that thing. That thing is so freaking ugly. I can't wait. Oh, we got to change that out. We haven't changed that out since we moved in. We're doing things slowly. We haven't even redone my room since we moved in. I've been here 15 years. I can't do it by myself. And my husband's like, oh, I'll do it. I'm going to do it. We're going to do it. Ooh. All right. Call me crazy because I am such a crazy person. Ooh, and I have 2 stories to tell you now on the top of my head. And I'll get your thought of the one, but this one's funny. I'm a huge pumpkin spice. This is my coffee. Ooh. Good morning, Joy Lang. Good to see you. Yeah, so this I love my pumpkin spice season. Last year, most of you remember, if not all of you, for the most part, you've all been around for a long time. I was in the hospital I wound up in the hospital. I think it was the last week of August. And the fear of not being here for them starting school virtually was awful because it was so different and I was going to be so out of the loop of what was going on because everything was done by email. I'm terrible with emails. So it turned me into a frenzy completely. But the funny thing about the whole thing was I missed pumpkin spice season. When I came out, like literally the pumpkin spice stuff like was off all the shelves. There's nowhere to be found. Wasn't much pumpkin beer left. You know, you still have some for Thanksgiving, but not much. Not as much as like right now. And I am that pumpkin spice girl. I don't know if you guys ever seen what is his name? Trey. His name is Trey. Trey. Shit. I would want to play it, but I'm definitely would be taken down if I put that up. Um, Trey. Come on. I know his name's Trey. That's the one thing I know. I'm so terrible. He's a comedian, and he's really funny, and he always does these different. Oh, yes, I'm like, no, don't really care about the San Francisco 49ers. No, that's not what I'm talking about. Oh, it came up in my feed or something yesterday, and he does this total. Oh, no, life is a gem. I'm here. If you need me, you can call me. Call me over Discord, whatever. Call me if you need anything at all. Seriously. I mean, I can't physically do a lot for anybody, but remember the kids. If you ever feel useless, just remember the U.S. took four presidents, 20 years and trillions of dollars to replace the Taliban with the Taliban. True story. Oh, yeah. Um, yeah. Yeah, true story. Thank you, Pedro Wise, the Puerto Rican clown. I'm really just trying not to go there. I'm just not because it like seriously freaks me out. It just does. Um, so I'm just going to keep going. Um, but there are a lot of people who are talking about this. Joe Rogan's been talking about it I listen to Joe Rogan every now and then. I think he's really intelligent. Um, and I think he is completely like me. Like he's a libertarian. He's not for what's going for just two parties. There's someone like myself that is like, all right, I'm a libertarian, but being a libertarian is always like, oh, I don't have a party. True, we don't have a party, but there needs to be. I agree, cement shoes. That's what I'm trying to do. Try to avoid as much as I possibly can. Really tried. Pennywise. Gotta laugh. Yeah. So here's the crazy thing. So I go normally there's for alcohol with gastroparesis right now. I can maybe have two drinks if I'm lucky within like 3 or 4 hours like span. Um, but they had I've been looking for their pumpkin spice cider from down east, right? Because it's unfiltered, so there's not extra carbonation because the carbonation's what kills me. So I go to I'm like, where's you guys are always right on time. He's like, yeah. He's like, we got it. We got pumpkin coming in. He's like, I'm not sure if it's cider. I think it's just beer. We have a small store, and then we have like two really huge stores, which are not far away as well. I mean, like if I wanted to stay drunk and be drunk, like it's very easy to do, especially when I can walk to the bar. We have this big, beautiful restaurant, like right. If you go out of my development, right on the main road, there's this beautiful restaurant. Me and my friend just went there the other night, and literally, like I said, I can't eat much, but I did try their version of a mozzarella stick, which wasn't like a mozzarella stick. It was more like a mozzarella, maybe dipped in the deep fryer, and it just was, to me, the best thing I have had in my life. Oh my God. But back to what I was going with. See, back and forth. My head, ADHD. It's been bad. The longer I've been in the house, the worse it gets. I don't know if it's some of the things that are going on in my body. A lot of people are like, "Give yourself a break, man. It's like you've been through so much. You've been through this and that." I'm like, I just want my pumpkin spice cider. That's all. So I finally called Joe Canals, and the woman answered. I'm like, "Hi." I'm like, looking for something, and I'm like, I'm just wondering to see if you have it in yet. And I thought it was going to take her a while. I said, Down East pumpkin cider. And she started laughing at me. I wasn't sure at me or with me or what. Um, and she says, it literally just got pulled off the truck as we're speaking. I'm like, no way. She's like, I swear to God. I'm like, yes. So she said, look, it's going to take us time to price these and get them into our system. Ooh, 1 second. It's my doctor's office. I'm sure they're just reminding me about something. My pain management. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yes. You're reminding me of my appointment. All right. Bye bye. See you tomorrow. Pain management. See, I haven't seen him in a while, actually. So I'm going to him because I need injections. And this is going to be something he's not used to because it's normally in my neck and I honestly need it there. But I know I told you guys before, and here I go getting off of everything else I was talking about with my pumpkin spice. But the joy, the point to the story is I've now got a case of pumpkin spice cider. I don't plan on drinking all of it, so I think I'm good. I think for the season, honest to God, I'm good. I'm so happy. It made me so happy, you guys, because I went in and I couldn't find it. I couldn't even find down East Cider. Now, there's this place around us, and it's called Joe Canals. It's a very popular place in New Jersey that sells liquor. Creative Renewal, welcome. Thank you for joining. I'm sorry I didn't say hi earlier. Making sure I try to say hi to everyone. Damn it, my 9 a.m. assessment canceled on me, and I moved her task schedule around just for her. Oh, sorry, Taco. I know it makes you annoyed. I'm sorry. I'm actually my friend went. My friend went to Disney. Her daughter was in a competition. So what she did was she sent me this. I watched her dogs for her when she went down there. That was May. That feels like that was 2 weeks ago. Like it's insane how quick this summer just is flew by. And then we're all gonna. Ugh, I don't even want to think about what happened. Ugh. But so here's another story. Now, I think I've told you the story that my dog is terrified of all dogs. As a matter of fact, she's got anxiety be like out of control. She won't bite you. She won't hurt you. She's not like, but she's got anxiety. And I'm like, Jesus Christ, she's in the right family. Excuse me. Sorry for anybody who hates Susan. I apologize. But um, yeah, she has anxiety. Like way, I have anxiety. I think my dog has more anxiety than I do. So I go outside. I'm hearing something. I'm hearing, and in the small community that we live in, we like it kind of reminds me of where I grew up. Like neighbors protected neighbors. Neighbors made sure neighbors were okay. Um, Something was happening to my neighbor, a dog, and didn't it looked like a labradoodle, um, small. He wasn't even that big. He might have been maybe knee high. Some of them can get a lot bigger. And the dog darted after my neighbor's dog. Now, mind you, I don't know my neighbor that well because he's kind of like all the way over here on the end, and like he's kind of further away from me not to know. Now, my next door neighbor over here, she freaking knows everybody. I'm like, how the hell do you know the whole world? Like everyone who lives here, you know the workers because they're still working on our roads. They've been working on our roads all summer long here in our development. And I'm like, it's been insane. So at any rate, this guy's walking his dog, and the dog goes after his dog, and I could hear like the fight, like dogs, like this isn't right. And I ran outside, and my neighbor Wendy was standing there, and Jason was there. I think there's other there, and then I literally think it was a reaction from what happened to my dog, and she finally got the dog. And what happened was, and I know this is going to sound terrible, what finally got the dog away from him, from attacking him and trying to attack his dog, he had to kick the dog. And rightfully so. I'm sorry, he had to kick the dog. And he kicked the dog. And she was about to go after him for that. I saw it. I went, hell no, it's your fault. I went out there screaming. Like, I saw the whole thing. It's your fault. She's like, and she got very upset that I saw it. But when you see someone's finger go like this and she was ready to yell at him, I'm like, don't, the whole thought of what happened with her and that what I found out about that bitch that owned that dog. Ooh, yeah, let me tell you, um, I have no problems coming to your face and telling you exactly how I feel when I feel that way. So like I leaped into action. I didn't go after the dogs because I physically couldn't handle it, but she was ready to scream and yell at him. So when I saw him, because she was ready to take him on, and I told her, I'm like, don't you even yell at him for doing that. I said, this is your fault. You let your dog off your leash and you're is attacking somebody else. You shouldn't have your dog if you cannot control your dog. I mean, and this is screaming. And then my neighbor goes, are you okay? I'm like, I think it's a reaction from when Gypsy got bit. Like I saw what she was doing. She was going to go after him. So what happened was he wound up coming over. He went, I can't thank you enough. She was going to blame. I'm like, I know. I saw she was going to blame you for kicking the dog. And I said, I wasn't going to let her do it. I said, I saw the whole thing. She didn't think anybody saw. We saw. I said, I saw. She saw. I saw. We saw the whole thing. And he said, thank you. He's like, we've been having problems with this woman. I'm like, maybe somebody should call somebody and have the dog removed if she can't seem to control the dog. And see, that was what was going on with this stupid Bezos dog. This dog had attacked 5 dogs in our neighborhood. And every time she said the same thing to everyone, I don't know what happened. My dog has never done this. My dog's never done this before. So when I'd found out from 2 of my neighbors that her dog attacked 2 of their dogs, oh, well, bitch, you lied to me. Your dog attacked me, and I would have had your dog taken away from you. Absolutely. Um, I went up to her. This was me, pregnant and ballsy, telling you. I went up to her and I go, give me one good reason. One good reason. If you're lying ass, why I shouldn't call and get your dog taken away from you? She said, you lied. Your dog has attacked 5 dogs here that I know of. And I do believe it's probably more. And she's like, go ahead. And I'm like, oh, honey, you don't want to go there because I will. And see, my husband, this is where my husband's like, he'll get mad and stuff, but I'll do it. He can restrain himself. I don't. If I'm mad and I see something happen that was wrong, I mean, I was pissed that this woman was going to go after him for what she did. I was just like, no way. Hey, Mojo, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad you came in. So, um, yeah, but that was the end of it. And jeez, my husband's like, guess who? I was like walking the dog. Guess who I ran into? Like who? He's like that other lady with the other dog. He's like, I think she works at my work. I'm like, oh. I said, well, she don't like me. That's for damn sure. And I just wanted that woman to know, like, I'm like, you are not getting away with this shit. That's it. That's all it was. All it came down to. If I see an animal being abused, I lose. That's what happened. Her dog got off the leash and was good. His dog's freaking this big. And they said this is a common problem that they're having with this woman with this dog. I'm like it's time to call somebody. Yeah, like I'm that person. If your dog keeps attacking my dog, no, you Bezos ruined my dog. I feel, but my dog is a rescue. So we got her a new bed. Oh my god, she freaking loves it. It's so cute. At first, she's like, I'm not laying on this thing. And then she realized how comfortable it was. She sleeps on it all the time now. She's sleeping right now. She's just like, she did. She's so funny. If it's me, she could care less. She'll sleep all day. She sleeps till about, she goes to sleep at night, like around 10, like for the night. Yeah, she gets up and does her whatever. But she's out, and then she wakes my husband up at 5:30, because they're used to the walk in the morning. Because my husband gets up at 5, so dog woke him up. Apparently, we had horrible thunderstorms. The dog gets anxiety over thunderstorms. He's on the ground with the dog last night. The child's in the bed. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, I didn't even know there was a thunderstorm going on. All I knew was my child was in my bed. My husband was on the floor with the dog. Because, maybe I didn't know it was a thunderstorm or something, but I knew he was on the floor. And I remember he was on the floor with the dog. So, but when you're sleeping, you're not thinking completely straight. But oh my God, I'm like, That's when if we have a thunderstorm in the middle of the night, normally the girls don't hear it. I was surprised that Alexa was in our bed, but oh my god, like when anytime it storms, even if it's like a hard, heavy rain, she freaks out constantly. And she's like it's really hard for me because of my back and stuff. I can't control her because she's 75 pounds. I can't control 75 pounds. Definitely, I can't. I mean, I can control her in a leash because she has a harness. Because if not, she could slip the leash. We learned that early in the game when we had her, and she would get off and run. And oh my God. One time we were in my friend's neighborhood, and I'm like, there's no way I can keep up with her. I'm like, she's gone. She's gone. I literally thought the dog was gone. I'm like, no. And then I realized she was like, is this your dog? I'm like, we stayed at my friend's house. I'm like, yes. Not the first time. I mean, she got out there. She got out twice at her house. And my Bailey, we had our American Eskimo when they first moved into the house. They would have parties where we would go over. We would leave. They always left the garage door open. Garage always remained open. Everybody always walked through the side door through the sunroom. Or you went into the back and everybody just went in the backyard because our yard is like freaking amazing. Except it's on like, there's like the bottom part of the hill, and then there's another hill, and then there's another hill. So it's a bitch getting all the way. I'm like, she's like someone who does her lawn, her stuff. Oh, I guess I must be boring, or somebody went live. That's for damn sure because I went down to through real fast. I don't remember having a family dog. She passed when I was 5, but my mom said she would have defended. Yeah, yeah, of course. And like for that guy, I was trying to defend his dog. So somebody went live. And there's like people in here, and then there wasn't. See who went live, Cement Shoes? Who who went live? Let me see. Ah, that's why. Chasing Truth. Hey, I say this to Chasing Truth. She's live, so I really she ain't gonna hear this, but it's because of her that I got my child vaccinated. Like we were having a hard time with the choice of the vaccination. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm terrified of these vaccinations. Um, but I don't believe, I don't believe this is something that's terrible or whatever. Oh, thank you, Creative Renewal. But because of what she talked about and how she talked about her husband, what was going on with her husband, what was going on with our whole family, was the reason why I got my daughter. And I cannot get vaccinated right now. And it is not due to the fact that I had COVID, which, believe it or not, which my doctor told me, they're still looking into it. If you had COVID, you probably have antibodies that are stronger than um, any vaccine anybody can give you. So I'm not sure. Thanks, Cement Shoes. You guys, I appreciate it. But no, I get it. I understand people want to go over and see how she's doing. I want to see how she's doing. Um, but yeah, it was her story because she was she was thinking thinking the same way, and she's like, if I can redo it all, we would have gotten vaccinated. So I asked my daughter, she's 14. Do you want to get vaccinated? Do you feel it's necessary? Are you nervous about it? She's like, Mom, all my friends have been vaccinated, which is true. And they understood because of her diabetes, she wasn't. Um, and that and that I'm not, but my husband is. So, you know, getting kids sometimes these vaccines is nerve wracking at times, but at least thanks to Chasing Truth, I got my oldest vaccinated, She had her first shot yesterday. Her arm was sore. I have no idea how she is today. She was hanging out, so she was seeming absolutely fine after her first shot. It's the second shot that does it to you. So um, I decided, because they wanted to schedule it on the 8th. I'm like, that's the day they go back. Yeah, I'm not doing that to her, because the next day she's going only back from 8th, 9th. 8th is a Wednesday, 9th, 10th. The 11th is on Saturday. Um, yeah, so I said, let's schedule it for the 10th at 4 o'clock. And then you have all weekend to recover from the shot. So that's what I said. Yeah, I do believe there will be a time I will get the jab. I will. I will get it at some point. If what they're saying about doctors, and there's, because I don't know, I had that little bugger, that little COVID freaking sickness. Yeah, I had it. I had it, but good. It sucked. It was by far, like, for me, it was weird. And I'll tell you why having COVID was very weird for me. I went from starving, already feeling bad, hair falling out, sick as a dog, being used by certain people, which I found out, which kind of hurt a whole lot. Um, People making shit up about me, about being in the hospital, but we won't go there. We won't go there. Yes, because there was somebody that I know who was a friend of mine who was telling people that I was in there seeking drugs. What a bitch, right? Mm-hmm. Bitch ass move. Um, the two people that hurt me, they know who they are. They know exactly who they are. And I don't want any parts of it anymore. I mean, seriously, what I found out, I don't need to know anymore. I'm good. I'm good with who I have. My circles are getting smaller and smaller, and that's how I'm keeping them, is extremely small, to the people who I talk to on YouTube, because some of the people that you talk to, even just behind, and just being normal, just being friends, some people use it against you on YouTube, and it's kind of fucked up. And people were using my sickness. I mean, and it didn't take a genius to see that I was fucking starving, because I lost 50 pounds in like pretty much less than 3 months. And I went back up after they put me on TPN. I put back up after they put me on TPN. I was back. My weight was really back up, and then my weight came down afterwards. And now, since the summer, hi, Mr. Shannon. I did not think you would be awake. I did not. Oh, wait a minute. It's 10 o'clock. 10:30 there, right? No, 5:30. See, Gemma was here. And she was telling me what time it was. I always know you're 5 hours ahead. I know that. Okay. Some of you are 6 hours ahead. Some of you are 7. It depends on who we're talking to. But most of you are 5 hours ahead. That's scary. I'm glad you're doing better. Yeah, but see, I'm having trouble still eating. Um, I'm not eating the way I should. I'm not getting the right vitamins. If I take the big vitamin pills, my stomach kicks it right out. And yeah, I've been using strong language lately, a lot, and God damn it, I think I deserved it. I do. Um, I've been through a lot. I've really been through a lot um, this past year, and I'm not necessarily sure it's over. And that's what's freaking me out, because I can only eat maybe about 2 eggs, maybe a couple spoonfuls of ice cream. That's it. That's all I eat. I get my coffee. Look, it just shows you, like, you can see where the coffee is at the top, I think. I don't want to spill it under the computer, but it's like right here. Because why? Not because I can drink and talk at the same time, but it's just hard. Oh, cement shoes. I can't. I can't with the boost, man. I can't. That stuff is like drinking chalk. I viciously, in the hospital, got sick on boost to the point, even they have the clear ones that are supposed to be clear. They're not clear. They're not clear at all. They're thick, but they're supposed. Oh, I appreciate it. They can't even eat bread. I've got celiac disease. I'm a, I'm ridiculous. I am the fuck up of the family. I was the one who was given all the shitty ass genes. My sister, who is the lawyer, who is smart and doing wonderful for herself, the firstborn. Um, I don't. I mean, she's starting to get some problems. She was just actually diagnosed with celiac. I was diagnosed with celiac at 28. They told me. Now this is before I had anything else. It's like you're allergic to wheat. I'm like, what's that supposed to mean? Like, what do you mean? I don't understand. You don't understand. It was so new. You'd never even heard of it. I didn't even know what a gluten. I never knew. I didn't even know what gluten was. Like, what the fuck is gluten? What's gluten free? There was nothing gluten free back in those days. All right, if I'm 46 now, and that was 28 years ago. Echo. 46 minus 28 equals
46 minus 28 is 18.
18.
By the way, I can learn your voice to improve your Alexa experience. Would you like to try it?
No. Unreal. Yeah, we're slowly disappearing. We are. We're but Suzette, thanks for coming in, Suzette. You're new. I haven't seen you before. Welcome. Um, yes, redheaded people are disappearing. We are getting smaller. There is a place. I think it happens once a year, where there's. I think it's in Ireland, and they put. I would totally go to that. That would be so much fun. Like growing up in this city, and honestly, I don't consider it the city where I grew up, like, at all. Like, it was kind of like suburbia city, but it was still city. Like, there's parts of Philly where it's still row homes. It's still like, it's city living. Um, but it didn't feel like city living to me when I was younger. It never did. And I grew up in Philly. I loved. I mean, I hated grades 1 through 8. Let's be honest. I did have some awesome teachers in there who is still my close friends to this very day. I do. My 8th grade teacher and my 6th grade, who is the same person, by the way. Love her to death. Talk to her all the time. Um, Allergies are a result of allergies. Hold on. Hold on. Suzette, let me see what she says here. I'm better off when I can see it. Sorry there. Allergies are a result of anaphylaxis caused by autoimmunity that the vaccines bring about. Um, Not necessarily, because I was born with allergies. I was born totally, which I don't think I am anymore, but I was so allergic to rabbit. And back in the day, apparently when I was 2, my godmother for my birthday bought me a rabbit's coat. We didn't know. So my mom, Sunday, every Sunday, we went to church. So Sunday we went to church. She put this coat on me, and she said all of a sudden I was covered in hives everywhere. She's like, she saw me, took me out of the church, brought me home. Um, After she brought me home, um, she like gave me, I think it was Benadryl. I think Benadryl existed back then or whatever, and so something to help with that. But yeah, it turned out I was highly allergic because like then we went and got all the allergy tests, and it showed I was like every check mark they they do that little prick tests. Back then it was prick tests, and they would prick you, and they would do it in school. I remember they would used to do it in school too. I remember getting the test in school, and but Mrs. Heller, this is St. Anselm's school nurse, Mrs. Heller. She's probably gone. She was wonderful, actually. She just had a voice that kind of sounded like she was whining all the time, but she always like as if she didn't. I was always in the nurse's office, and it's not. Maybe some of the times in grade school, I went to the nurse's office because I didn't want to be there. A lot of times, um, but honestly, in fourth grade, I got sick. Fourth grade was the first time I ever got sick, um, where I was hospitalized. Apparently, when I was hospitalized, my grandmother passed away, which was kind of weird because I kind of knew it. Not really, but sort of. Now, my mom tells me the story, and till this day, it still kind of freaks her out. And I've always been open to like paranormal crap and stuff, and I've seen shit happen. I'm even watching Mexi. I've seen things happen. Um, I've seen things happen and hearing things and seeing things. There was there's this shore around here. The name of this shore is Avalon, right? I'm not bouncing for the stories. This actually has to do with like ghosts and stuff. There were 2 houses, right, that we used to stay in. We knew people who owned the houses. We would rent from them. We would stay. One was the judge's house, who was my aunt used to work for a judge, so we always called it the judge's house. So that was the judge's house, and the house next door were friends of ours from San Francisco. So those 2 houses, oh my God, so haunted. So haunted. Weird things happen. Weird things happened when, especially, I found the other house. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember the names of the people who live next door. I'm really good with my long term memory, but I'm not. I'm horrible with my short term memory. Um, oh, they had a name, and they had a son. Oh my God, he was. I remember, and this is. I think I was maybe 7 or 8. I had such a crush on the one brother like that they had in that family, who was from San Francisco, Michael. I know his name is Michael. God damn it, I can't remember their last names. But anyway, I used oh God, he was so good looking. Um, Good morning, Kim. Good to see you. How you doing? I know I didn't get to see you that much. This summer's been so crazy with the kids. I can't keep up. I legitimately like. That's why you haven't. I'll be going back normal, doing more normal things again. Just with the kids home, trying to get them out. Get them this, get them that. Go here, go there. Get braces. We haven't got the braces yet, but that's coming next. Doing chop. Got to go back to Temple. Doctors, 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 doctors. When my life became nothing but doctors, I'm just like, ugh. Mm. I was talking to my friend yesterday. I'm like, how's your dog? The dog who got into my cookies. She's like, jonesing for more. I'm not giving your dog any more, Ma. And my edibles, like they were joking around with it now, so we could joke about it now, which was good. I did not find it funny. I cried my eyes out. I felt like I was like, what if I did kill my friend's dog? I was so. And the thing is, it's her little dog who's Houdini. Her dog was. I'm like, uh, how does a dog get through all that stuff? But opens all he needed was the nose to get in there. And I guess I gave him probably enough area to put his nose into the bag, to push himself, to unzip, to get in, to open. And I would love to see how that dog opened that sealed container, um, because it's sealed all the time. Because I'm really, like, you have to understand, I've got kids too. So I'm extremely, extremely careful with all my stuff that I have, especially when it comes to marijuana. My kids are aware that's what I use for my pain. We have, like, I brought my kids up because I said to my doctor, who just called to remind me that I have an appointment tomorrow. He was the one who said to me, I'm like, how do I make this okay? How do I tell my kids it's okay that I'm smoking pot? I'm like, how is that okay? How I can't do that. And remember, Generation X, the war against drugs, pot was just as bad as everything else in my mind. And what I thought, I didn't know anything. And I remember my friend, she went to a different college. I went to a different college, but we were literally only 20 minutes apart. And she really got into weed. Like, we did not smoke weed in high school. Like, we were not weed people. We all drank. We were drinkers. We did not smoke weed. None of us did. Um, I wasn't introduced to weed till I got to college. Honestly, which is weird. I grew up in the city. You would think I would have been introduced before then, but I wasn't. And even if I was, I probably would have said no. Um, but yeah, no, not until I went to college. And even in college with fraternities and sororities, really nobody smoked. We all drank. We're big, big, big drinkers. Um, but yeah, so now and I was always like, how do I explain this to my kids that mom smokes pot? Like, there's a song, it's Santeria. I don't get angry when mom smokes pot. I'm like, I can't be that mom. I can't be that mom. How do I not be that mom? You said, bring your daughter in. Let's bring your daughter in. I said, my other daughter's way too young. She can't comprehend. So it's pointless to tell her. Her, I'll tell at a later date. And I did. That's a different story of its own. So my doctor brought him in, sat my Grace down. She might have been 11, 10 or between 10 and 12, something like that. 5 years ago. So yeah, 9 or 10. Um, I needed to know. I wanted just to figure out a way on how my kids know, because they're going to recognize that the house stinks or something really stinks, like a skunk or whatever, and they're going to want to know what it is. And for a while, they never asked, and then they asked. And that's when I'm like, oh shit, what do I do? I'm like, oh, I think it's a skunk outside. I'm like, yeah, terrible. Shit. So I called, and he explained to her the reasons why mommy's taking an herbal supplement and why it's so much better for me than a narcotic. Sat her down in a certain way, tried to explain what I'm doing for my health, and why it's way more important for me to do this than take these things that alter my personality, that allows me, that turns me into a zombie who spits ridiculous shit out of her mouth. That's kind of what happens when you're on that kind of stuff all the time. And with that being said, I felt very comfortable, felt very, very comfortable with being okay as long as I keep it in a place where they are like, it stinks, ew, yuck. And here we are now. I live in New Jersey, and they literally just opened a dispensary around me. I'm like, oh, yes, finally, finally. So we go into this place. It's called Zen Leaf, right? When it was last Friday. Oh, there's actually a funny story actually with this one too. So I'm like, I went to drop the kids off. I'm like, I just want to go. I said, Jason, I'm like, I just want to go check it out. I want to see what it's like. I want to go. I've never been to a dispensary before. I want to go. He's like, go, definitely go. So we go up, and it's so close to my house. Um, I go over, and he's like, are you here for recreational medical? I said, well, I'm medical, but I don't have a card. But I guess you would consider that recreational at the moment. I don't know. And I said, but he's like, yeah, I can't let you in. What? Yeah, I can't even let you inside the dispensary because there's like this part, and then you can go inside and through. You have to have a card to go in. I said, let me get this straight. It is legal to smoke pot, pot is legal in New Jersey, and yet I can't even walk in to see what you have. He says, I didn't make the rules. I swear to you, I didn't make the rules. I'm 45. Let me see. I'm 45. My dad grew, and I'm prescribed, but it's legal here in New York. I recently saw a therapist who was really negative about using MJ. Yeah, I would have go tell him to fuck himself. That's what I would have told him. Exactly. Exactly. He would have been like, and someone's like, well, with my gastroparesis, someone says to me, and it made me mad. It made me really mad. Maybe all of this vomiting is hyperemesis from marijuana. No, it's not. I know how it happens. I know how it works. I put food in, it comes back out depending on what food it is. I can't eat 2 eggs every day and let that be my life. But right now, that's my life. And I would say even a month ago, I was eating better than I am now. Way more. So it's slowing down again. Makes me want to go start smoking. Like I get no appetite. Zip, zero, zilch. I was out with my daughter all day yesterday. She wanted to get her hair cut. Actually, it looks pretty cute. My oldest got her hair cut, and she got it a little bit longer than mine, but layered. But her hair is not as thick as mine. Believe it or not, even though I was losing my hair, it's actually pretty much growing back in. It seems so, but it's still, there's still definitely areas I can totally tell that there is so much less hair than there used to be. But thankfully, I had a woman around here who helped me with my hair, and helped me get my hair back on track. Um, she cut it to a certain extent, so it didn't look too bad. I got to get back to her again because she needs to do something else in order to keep my hair from the. I'm not losing my hair like I was before. I hope I don't lose my hair like I did before, because if I do, then I'll really go bald. When I will really need to get a wig. Um, it's all right though. I mean, I couldn't imagine though, like during the summer wearing a wig. Oh my god, I couldn't. I know what it's like to wear wigs for like Halloween, I can't imagine what it's like to wear a wig like forever, even and to keep it pretty at the same time. I'm good at that stuff. Um, let me see. I have a family up in Erie and Niagara. Erie, I've been there. There, I am in Orange, but move to Sullivan soon. My cousin works for a dispensary. I make jokes. I always ask them to bring me home some extras, right? I want to try their edibles. See, and here's the reason why. My cousin has made me my edibles forever, and he makes really good edibles. But since I got this gastric pacemaker, edibles aren't working at all on me. And I'm pissed. So, what I want to do is I want to go get one from the dispensary and see maybe if it's maybe, is it me that my tolerance has just gotten so high? But even when I think, all right, maybe I'll try 2 cookies this time. Where when I was with Marissa, I only gave her like a quarter piece. She's like, I don't take it. I can't. It's not happening. And I'm like, we got to give it like a good freaking hour. And plus, we had just come back from eating, so even then, it was going to take a while. I wish it worked like that, the way it works on her. Oh my God, I wish, because for me, the edibles are so hard. I can't get them down at all. Cement shoes. Now, I'm sorry, I'm going to ask you something because you said 1200 to 1400. I try, but often I don't make it. Do you two have stomach issues? And I didn't see it in the side chat because I ADHD and I can't do two things at once. I can't. I'm just going to be honest. Um, yeah, just curious. Like, is it that you're just not hungry? Honest to God, the one thing in indica, anything that's really like with indica based with marijuana is what often gets me hungry. Steve, I always say this wrong. Stevia, I think that's right, because I know there's stativa. I think that's the sugar. My husband laughs and he's like, "You're the one who smokes pot. You can't remember." I'm like, no, I could never remember sativa, stevia. It's one of the two. So, um, yes, they make gastric pacemakers. I have a pacemaker on my back, on my spine. Well, not a pacemaker. Well, it's more of a, let's say, a permanent and tens unit that I have. Um, but if you look at me, look at me. Do I look like I'm starving to you? No, not at all. I don't look like I'm starving, but I kind of am. Stevia is the pot. Stativa is the pot. Stevia is the sugar. Thank you. I'm an idiot. And he laughs at me all the time. It doesn't matter. You say it there, it'll come up again. I'll go, damn it, which the difference? Hold on. Hold on. Most people, people who know us know you don't come to the front door. You come to the back door. And unless you live in our development, you come to the front door. Or a delivery, you come to the front door. But all friends always come through the back. Always, always, always. So I heard, and I was like, normally my friend Deb will stop by or whatever. And I'm like, oh, wait, no, can't be her. She's at work. I'm like, she just started a job. She started a job. Very happy for her. I want a job, but I can't get one. Can't do it. Um, yeah, I would say I look healthy as well. I'm like, you wouldn't think I was only eating 2 eggs a day for how long? And maybe a bite or two of ice cream. That's it. I don't eat. I don't eat at all. And it's funny because a lot of people with gastroparesis can be heavy and never eat. There was a girl. I have. I am on a gastroparesis. Um, I have a gastroparesis group that I'm on in Facebook. I was on a couple of them. I definitely bailed out of one because one woman went freaking ape shit on me, and someone had said something, and I jokingly said, "Well, pot cookies work." Well, well, I was like kind of making a joke, but not being serious. And this person's like, "How dare you say some to order someone?" I said it was like kind of a joke, but since you can't take a joke, I'm gone. Bye. I left. Like I don't need that crap. Someone awake? Yes, someone's awake. They're waking up by themselves. It is 11 o'clock though. I let them sleep in because apparently Alexa had a rough night. I don't know about Grace. I don't know who it is who's up, but they're not telling me, which means they want to sit in their room and watch their phone so they don't have to come downstairs. Look, I'm just as bad, but I'm man, I'm doing my damnedest as a mom, trying to figure out this freaking technology and my kids being on it all the time, and like my eyes are gone. It's completely gone. Ice cream sandwiches are a good quick calorie fix. Unfortunately, yes. Okay, that would be a great a calorie fix. Unfortunately for me, I can't eat the ice cream sandwiches because I can't eat. But what I do eat, and I can, and they're soft, is this thing called mochi. Hold on. Let me see if I find it. I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh, don't bark. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. It's just me. Don't bark. Thank you. All right. Okay. Oh, all right. So this is it. It's called My Mochi. These I can handle. The outer layer of this is some kind of rice filling, um, and the inside is ice cream. Now, mind you, these things when you come, they're like almost dry frozen. So, yes, right, creative renewal, creative renewal. Sorry, yes. Honestly, though, I have to be honest. My favorite is the strawberry. It's the strawberry. This is good. This one's good too. Um, but yeah, we are obsessed with this stuff. Obsessed. It does not stay in the house. You bring it home. There's only six, and each container, each little piece is 100 calories. So that for me, I'm like, okay, this is an easy 100 to 200 calories. I probably can get in, but that's about it. I can't eat the whole thing. There's no freaking way. No freaking way. But I could eat these, but that's 200 calories. Um, Eggs, which are like 180. That's it. Like that's it, and that's kind of scary, but yet I'm fine. How is that? That's so weird. Oh, stop that, please. Oh, don't, don't, don't. Chips, no, 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 no. God, no, Gypsy, no. She starts barking, and everybody, oh, she's so loud. She's scared. She's like screams because she's a hound. Yeah, go lay on your bed. And see, yeah, it's better. Go lay in bed. These are good. And for people who do have trouble like eating, like mind you, see, and here's the other mind fuck of everything with gastroparesis and what's been going on in my life. Like, there hasn't been a day since I would say eighth grade, seventh grade, that I haven't read the calories or and try to make sure I get the lowest kind of calorie, fat, sugar shit. And it's like I need that stuff now. I'm not used to that. So when I see that, I'm like, especially with some of the drinks that I drink, like I drink something called Body Armor, and my God, people, I think Body Armor owes me some money. I really do. I've been promoting it on like every single live that I do, and I know it's not me, because if it was me, I'd have a whole hell of a lot more views. I don't care about views, obviously. I care about the people who are in here and who I'm talking to, because honest to God, I am not very good at trying to interact with a huge amount of people. Like it was funny because I was in the hospital and I went on the Marissa's, and she's like, you're bouncing from topic to topic. Did they give you something? I'm like, yeah. She's like, I can tell. I'm like, thanks. Yeah. I think at that point they had just given me something, but it wasn't a lot, but it felt like it was a lot. I guess it still can affect you even if it doesn't feel like it's so much. Yeah, I highly like mochi. And then if I'm lucky enough to get the cider itself, I think is like 1 to 200 calories or something like that. Let me see. Hold on. Okay. So let's talk about the things that I can eat and drink. So these are the ciders. These are my cherished. They're very cherished. They're like gold to me, honest to God. These are what? I can't even tell. How bad is that? Oh, shit. Flashlight on. Oh, come on. Flashlight on. Okay. 1 can. Gluten free. 5%. Total fat 0.6. I'm looking for the calories. Oh, 100. Oh, well, shit. Wait, 114. Not too bad. Flashlight off. This pisses me off. You want to know why? That means I need glasses. That's why. Like, come on. God's given me a couple of good things. My eyesight has always been good. My teeth, for the most part, have always been good. Knock on wood, right there. Knock on wood. Um, yeah. But these things, this is the down east pumpkin cider that I was telling you about. Oh, there, yeah, this is it. Down east. Yeah. Pumpkin cider. If you like pumpkin and you can have cider, I highly recommend it. It makes me feel slightly normal if I can have like one or two alcoholic beverages with friends. Who's coming down? Hi, I'm live. I know. Yeah, yeah, I know, honey. I know. You were in my room, don't you remember? Yeah, that's my youngest. I'm live. And these are what I drink. There's different flavors. I'm not showing my favorite flavor because, honest to God, everywhere I go, it's never there. Here's the thing, though. These do. I have a problem, and I don't know what it is, but I did try the ones that have the calories in them, the ones that are not the light kind, because this is more like a water, where the other ones are total thicker. Like it's not as good as I thought. And it's like what? And then you look at the calories, and you're like, yeah, I could use those calories during the day, but these go down so much easier than the other things do. So I'm like, all right, this doesn't have a lot of calories per se, but it's got 20. So I try to get about two in a day easily. Two in. Um, Hold on, is your sister up? No. You can go wake her up. You want to eat breakfast before you wake her up? Can't you go wake her up first? Please? Thank you. Because I would do it. But I got people here. My 11-year-old. And let your sister know I'm live. That means make sure they're covered. Suddenly needing reading glasses. Oh, creative renewal. It's pain in the butt. Such a pain in the butt. So yeah, that's kind of that. That's my life that I just showed you. I could have some Down East cider. I drink body armor. I'll drink water. I have coffee, which I showed you. Water based, I can do. I can do a glass of wine, but that's like sipping. I can barely. Um, and I can drink cider. Cider's a little bit easier than the wine, I guess. Yeah, cider's a little bit easier than the wine. It's not as hard to drink. But we did go to a winery not too long ago. That was a lot of fun. I haven't done something like that in a while. And I mean, it's not like this summer wasn't a bust for us. We've been busy. We've been doing a lot of stuff. My in-laws bought during the whole summer, sold their house, moving into new house, moving out of old house sold, new people moving in. I mean, this happened in weeks. This happened in a matter of, they told us the last week of June, something like that. And kind of, they had friends over. So they were telling people while their friends were over. I'm thinking to myself, this is not going to go over well. But they sold the house with my husband. I just knew it wasn't going to go over well because he didn't think that they were going to sell it. And I think like he's like, no, they're never going to sell it. I'm like, they're going to sell it, Jason. They need to move into a smaller place. And huh? Oh, she's already awake. Thank you, Grace. I need to know your blood sugar, babe. Blood sugar. Please have clothes on. I'm live. Sometimes she'll come down. Wait, what does it say? Hey. Yeah. Wow. I should have moved back to New Jersey. No, you shouldn't have. My closing is October, and I signed out about 3 weeks ago. No, I mean it went so fast for them. Like they're already in the house. They're like cleaning stuff down in the new house already, and my daughter was over there yesterday with her because I was running the other one around because she didn't want to go with us, and I don't blame her because there's a lot of stuff for Grace to do. Um, and yeah, it was a busy day. It was a very busy day. And now, as you see, my head is going in 30 million places now that they're home. They're awake, up and moving, which means they'll have probably 2 meals today. That's it, because they sleep in. I don't normally let them sleep in this late, but last night we had a flood warning, a tornado watch. And what else did we? What other signal did you get? What other signal did you get? Why did my phone go off? Oh, a warning. It wasn't a watch. Yikes. Yeah, we did, didn't we? Which is weird. Why didn't my phone go off? No, I even no matter what, like emergency calls are supposed to come through, like emergency notifications. Maybe I turned off notifications accidentally. Um, no, man, all of them are on. Well, well, maybe I did. I just don't remember, and I was so tired. It's very possible. Very, very possible. I think I've been on here long. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's been an hour and a half of me just chatting away. Well, to all of you who came in and said hi, thank you so much. Really didn't have much to talk about, but go live for Carla. Tomorrow I have an appointment. When's my appointment tomorrow? Oh, maybe I'll go live for her tomorrow because I know she said Carla did say she will not be going live for a couple of days because today she just wasn't up to it, because she's just feeling really down. We all are for Life is Gem. She was in here earlier. I will say, in case you weren't here, life life is a gem. I don't know if you know who she is. Life is a gem. She unfortunately lost her husband suddenly on, I think it might have been Tuesday. I'm getting my days confused, but it was just like 2 days ago that it happened. Um, she's such a sweet, kind person, like unbelievably. I've gotten to know her. I'm lucky enough to have gotten to know her because she is one of those kind people, and care a lot about you. Life is a gem, and we're here for you if you need anything at all. So most likely I'm going to be doing this again tomorrow. So I better find more to talk about. All right. Now I'm going on an hour and 45. So I got to get going. All right. Thanks for coming in. Cement Shoes, you've been here the whole time. You're the best. Thank you. Same with Creative Renewal. Carla, Kim S., you're amazing. Everybody, you guys are just awesome. I appreciate you, Mr. Positive. Everybody who was here. I was just trying to scroll up. I said Creative Renewal. I make sure I want to just thank everyone for just being here. I appreciate you all. Two Tacos. I know she's working, doing her stuff. But she knows I love her because I talk to her all the time. So thank you guys. I'm so glad to have gotten to talk to you guys. Have a good day. Hope your Thursday is better than, I don't know. Hopefully it's a good Thursday. All right, talk to you guys.